loud and went straight to Haisheng Zoo. Miao Zhang, Dad is coming. Half an hour later, I arrived at the zoo. I turned into a pale golden mist and rushed in. Eyes rolled up, and the Miao Sang flew straight into the sky. The panther woke up in mid-air. His face was full of pity, and I still moved forward at high speed until the energy bottomed out and returned to its original form, landing with a leopard with one hand. The horse rushed to the house non-stop. I said seriously, "You are now adopted by me. Listen to my arrangements later." The Black Panther rolled his eyes with great humanity. I think it was the animal's instinct that made it sense my danger, so it didn't resist, just nodded indifferently. After arriving home, I snapped my fingers. Fine, a black suit and large gold chain appeared in front of it out of thin air. The Black Panther's eyes lit up when he saw it. In his previous life, he was called a suit fucked. Because I love this dress, I conjured up roasted whole lamb again, and a few plates of exquisite side dishes. Seeing its comfortable expression, I knew that it had been pinched by me. There are only 4 hours left before the outbreak of the end times. After a few days of continuous rotation, my physical strength bottomed out. Even if you awaken to the extraordinary, your body will feel that you can't support it. Watching the preparations be basically completed, I stretched out and plunged into the bed. A new world of nourishing the spirit opens. 6 o'clock in the morning. Suddenly a shrill scream pierced the night sky. Soon the screams outside the window became more and more intense. Zombies are rampant. The end of my memory has come. Just a few minutes. The entire sea city fell into a dream. The screams rolled in. The breakfast shop that had just opened was instantly captured by several walking corpses. The boss fell to the ground and was bleeding profusely. Roadside sanitation workers kill each other. The vehicle lost control and crashed. Fatal industrial school. The Walking Dead tide is like a plague, agile and killing. As long as it can't be bitten for a moment, there will be another one. New members join the slaughter team. The city is transformed into a death slaughterhouse under a bloody canopy. Meanwhile, I was still in a sleep with my headphones on, breathing evenly. However, a few heavy and stiff steps approached in the corridor. Miao Zhang on the sofa instantly pricked up her ears. The muscles all over the body are tense. His eyes were dead at the entrance of the town. The door opened. A female walking corpse in a black gauze pajama rushed in. Felina responses are 7 times higher than those of humans. In Miao Zhang's eyes, the walking corpse is like slow motion. It was shot away. Miao Zhang pounced on it, bit his neck, and shook wildly. Few seconds later, the walking corpse was thrown out like rags. However, knocking on doors and fights attracted more Walking Dead. At this moment, I was finally woken up. When I saw the scene at the door, I understood everything instantly. Amazing, Miao-san. I gave a thumbs up. It's so perverted without awakening. Don't wait for me to finish speaking. 3 walking corpses broke through the door, pulled out a straight knife. Golden mist rose. He waved it violently. Crescent-shaped golden mist gushed out. The upper bodies of the 3 walking corpses instantly turned into flying ashes. Miao Zhang shivered. The beast pupils were shocked. Let's go. Change your place to live. There are walking corpses outside. Protect yourself. Snapped my fingers into the void. A silver pistol appears. Then he took Miao Sang out of the rental house. The most important thing now is to get it next door. The key to the male owner driving a big car. The destination is far away. Walking is obviously the last resort. I just pushed the door open. The male owner, who had turned into a walking corpse, pounced directly. I swung my knife sideways, gave him a good time. After getting the key, I started the muck truck all the way to the corpses and vehicles blocking the way. Soon arrived at the destination. It was the Crown Plaza, once the most luxurious hotel in Haishan. Those who can live in are either rich or expensive. What I was interested in was the large backup generator on the rooftop. Even if the power goes out, it can be used normally for a month. If there is enough diesel, it will have unlimited battery life. There are more than 20 zombies roaming the hotel lobby, but these are less than 1 order walking corpses. It is obviously not enough for the transcendent. 2 straight knives were unsheathed. The body was cleaned up by me in a few minutes. Miao Zhang followed. Look at my every move carefully. It's like learning. The elevator can still be used normally, so he took Miao Sang straight to the top floor. At this time, a shirtless man on the 19th floor was holding a fire axe. Be vigilant at the elevator door. Behind him stood a beautiful girl, saying that the elevator went up to the 19th floor and suddenly stopped. However, the elevator door opened, and a person and a leopard appeared. What the hell is it? Shut up. If you want to come up, hurry up. Miao Sangtian is in the elevator, a proud face. The two stood against the wall, for fear of provoking the Black Panther. The girl's name is Wang Shiru. It was originally a top micro business. Today I came to Haisheng for a business trip. When I woke up, the world changed. Leaving a bodyguard on the side, rescued her. At this time, Wang Shiru was looking me up and down, carrying 2 straight knives. He also had a pistol pinned to his waist. I also raised a Black Panther. He should be a ruthless person. Hello, let's go downstairs to find something to eat. Do you want to be together? Oh, it's all Walking Dead outside. Unity can survive. No. I got used to it alone. Lord President, if people don't want to be together, let's not force it. I chuckled. They are all men. Li Bing's mind was exposed. It's nothing more than trying to make the past unattainable. Wang Shiru claimed that it already existed. But I'm not going to remind Wang Shiru. In the last days, if you want to be protected, how is it possible not to pay the price? The elevator stops at the top floor. The hallway is clean. There are no zombies. It seems that there are not many people living in the presidential suite. Suddenly, there was a scream behind him. Wang Shiru ran over in fear. I saw Li Bing lying on the ground and his body twitching. It seems that it has been infected. Wang Shiru grabbed my arm in fear. Come here. I was infected to save you. You won't even let me touch it. Now he actually throws himself into someone else's arms. You are hopeless. I ignored him. Directly. Gunshots rang out in the trembling hallway. Li Bing fell down in response. Wang Shiru breathed a sigh of relief. I noticed that he was still pulling my arm. The face turned red and hurriedly let go. He gave her a warning look. I found an empty room to live in. Wang Shiru hesitated for a while. See that I have no intention of inviting. Run to the next room. After locking, she came to the mirror and looked at herself. First-class appearance and figure, sexual tension feet. This person definitely has a physiological defect. Meanwhile, I was lying on the soft sofa in the presidential Sweden. I'm not in a hurry to go out and fight monsters. The current Walking Dead don't even have a first order. There is no dead crystal in the body. Killing is also a waste of effort, according to past life memories. The first order Walking Dead only appeared on the third day of the apocalyptic outbreak. It's not too late to fight monsters and upgrade at that time. These 2 days are a rare window period. The next morning, I'm going to go on a treasure hunt, because after the outbreak of the apocalypse, there's an extraordinary factor. Not only humans and animals and plants can awaken, items can also be awakened. Items that can be awakened have powerful abilities, but extremely rare. In the last days before my rebirth, there are 82 awakening items, people according to its power. Numbered them from 1 to 82. My goal is an awakened compound bow. Nine-Tide, the only extraordinary item in Sea City. It first appeared at the Bill Arrow Pavilion by a girl named Bai Susu. With this bow, Bai Susu Reng is an ordinary person. Shot and killed a Third Order Awakener. It was still the first year of the outbreak of the apocalypse. The Third Order is considered the top combat power. I plan to collect it with Bai Susu, because I don't have time to practice archery. Come to the hall. The door was filled with layers of forked walking corpses. Seeing me roaring and rushing over, my figure shook, turned into a wisp of golden mist and drilled into the cab of a muck truck. 1 foot on the accelerator, the muck truck sped away with black smoke. There are many walking corpses on the road. I slammed the accelerator. Don't dare to relax at all, because once you slow down, you can climb up with a ruler. Such a terrifying number of corpses. Even I can only abandon the car and run away. Half an hour later, the muck truck stopped at the entrance of the aerofield. I slashed down a walking corpse that wanted to climb into the car, jumped down. However, hordes of walking corpses rushed over in an instant. I don't want to get entangled with them. Turned into golden mist and drilled into the gate of the archery range. Hall was full of corpses shot through the head. This record is for ordinary people. It can only be said to be so terrifying. At this time, there was a sound of breaking the air. A feather arrow pierced the wall in front of him. I saw it in the dark corner of the hall. A girl with a high ponytail holds a compound bow, guarding me. I slowly turned around and smiled brightly. Take it easy. I'm here to find someone. Look for. It seems that she will not trust anyone, and the door is closed. She was puzzled how I got in. I'm looking for Bai Susu. I won't tell you. After saying that, she quickly set up her bow and aimed her arrows at me. I sighed. The eyes became sharper, prepare to teach her a lesson. Suddenly I shot out quickly, and she was already prepared. The feather arrow whizzed. Go straight to my face. I twisted my body and dodged easily. The girl didn't panic. While retreating, he quickly drew his bow and arrow. However, I suddenly accelerated. In an instant, he was in front of her. A slap knocked off the compound bow in her hand. The other hand grabbed her neck, lifted her up. Her naive face was flushed, and her legs were in the air. I let go after a few seconds. She fell to the ground, desperately breathing fresh air. Go ahead. Where is Bai Susu? Oh, let's run. I'm Bai Susu. What are you looking for me? You have good archery. Follow me in the future. I don't even know you. Think clearly before answering. It's about how long you can live. Bai Susu stared at me with big eyes. She understands what she means. The entire city fell. Only by following the strong can you survive. On her own, no matter how good the archery is, it is useless. Sooner or later it will be eaten by those monsters outside. He hesitated for a while. Bai Susu nodded emphatically. After talking, I learned that the compound bow in her hand was the 9-Tide in the previous life. It's just that the tide hasn't awakened yet. I can't see anything extraordinary at all. And I took Bai Susu to the door. I kicked open the door. Then he turned into golden mist in Bai Susu's puzzled gaze. Rolled up and rushed out the door and returned to the muck truck. I slammed on the accelerator and returned to the hotel, and Bai Susu looked at me with a reluctant look all the way. Don't make a fuss. After a while you can too. I can also turn into fog. Not necessarily. Maybe it's something else. However, at this time a group of strangers stood in the corridor on the top floor. Maybe he could see that I wasn't easy to mess with. Other Hu walked up with a smile on his face. He asked me in a very polite tone if I had anything to eat. I shook my head. I really didn't have anything to eat in my room. I eat and change now. There is no stock at all. Of course, even if there is, I'm not going to give either. Other Hu's face sank. Obviously he felt that he had given me a lot of face, but but I didn't expect that I didn't know so much. Just when he was about to do it, I took out a pistol from my arms expressionlessly. Can't you live well? Insist on looking for death? With a deafening gunshot, Brother Hu fell to the ground in response. No one expected it. It was only the second day of the outbreak of the apocalypse. I dare to kill people in public. Remember, the top floor is my territory. Who dares to break in again? Don't blame me for being ruthless. After saying that, I took Bai Susu into the room. Bai Susu's eyes circled. Some wanted to say something but stopped. The room can be said to be destitute. There are no supplies. Just now she thought I was lying to them when I said nothing. I didn't expect it to be true. Then, I snapped my fingers. Few cups of milk tea appeared out of thin air on the table. In Bai Susu's shocked gaze, I forked a table full of dishes. After a beautiful meal, I threw a bathrobe to Bai Susu. Let her come to my room after taking a shower. I was going to let her drink the awakening potion, but I didn't expect her to look at me and blush. You've always been so direct. How can this kind of thing be said directly? It's the first time. Is there anything to beat around the bush about? I was a little confused. Bai Susu took a deep breath and looked at me affectionately. Then can you just give it to me? No way. You will sell it in the future. What? He still wants to sell. Oh my God. What kind of man is this? How did he say such a thing so plainly? It's just a matter of changing some resources. No shame. Hurry up and finish it. I still have to sleep. I threw down my bathrobe and went back to my room. I don't know how Bai Susu reacted so much. Just drink an awakening potion. It's the same as killing her. Bai Susu sat on the sofa with a trance-like expression. The eyes were full of sadness. Soon after, I pushed open the door. Bai Susu sat on the edge of the bed, wrapped in a bathrobe. I took out the awakening potion. She looked at the medicine with question marks on her face. Drink it. You can become as powerful as I am. So, what you said, it has always been an awakening potion. Not really. Bai Susu was silent. Humiliation welled up on his face. It turned out that he wanted to be crooked. She turned her back to me, raised his head, and drank it all in one gulp. The effect of the drug is very fast. She collapsed on the bed, trembling all over. I got up and wanted to walk away, but I saw the fork in the bathrobe. Damn it. Now he is paid content. I forced myself to hold back my thoughts. She is still in a semi-awake state. What kind of man is taking advantage of others at this time? The next morning, Bai Susu woke up. I found that my body became stronger. At this time, she can set off airwaves with her fists, and the ability obtained is speed. It can also be attached to the bow and arrow. So I took Bai Susu to the outside of the hotel for testing. Saw a long rainbow rising from Bai Susu's tidal bow through the sun. Instantly penetrates the walking corpse. However, on the balcony of a room in the Crown Hotel, several people looked at everything that had just happened in shock. One of them made a suggestion, although they are powerful, but they just went out. I won't be back for a while. We can go to his room to get some food. A few people hit it off at once. Both sides are dead. Then give it a try. They finished discussing. So he took the fire axe and went to the top floor. Several people took turns slashing the door. Wang Shiru heard the voice and went out to check. I saw a few people cutting down my door. Hurriedly stopped it. Several men instantly became excited when they saw the beauty. He pressed Wang Shiru to the ground. Wang Shiru struggled hard, but to no avail. She already knew what she was going to face. 2 lines of clear tears flowed down my face. However, at this time the wooden door was finally split open. Suddenly, a deafening beast roar resounded throughout the corridor. An extremely domineering figure came out of the room. I took Bai Susu outside for a whole day. Harvested 5 first-order death crystals. Now is only the 3rd day of the end of the world. This number is not small. 10 days after following this rate, others have just awakened to us in the 2nd order. And when I returned to the top floor, I saw several bodies. Miao Zhang rode on top of a thin young man, leisurely wagging his tail. Zia's back. There was a hint of look in the thin, empty eyes. He was played with by this panther all day. No one knows what he went through. The panther pointed to the split wooden door. I instantly understood the cause and effect. It seems that he came to me to steal something. As a result, the Black Panther taught a lesson. Then, the door to the next room opened. After the afternoon, the last thing in Wang Shiru's heart about human nature, a trace of illusion has been extinguished. In the last days, a woman has no strength and no support. The end is not much better. Wang Shiru walked up to me. Eyes looked at me firmly. I knew she wanted to follow me. I pulled out a straight knife and handed it over. There are 2 zombies in the room at the end of the corridor. Kill them, and you can join us. Wang Shiru took the knife and came to the end of the corridor decisively. Opened the door and walk in. After 5 minutes, Wang Shiru came out alive. I knew she was qualified. I asked Wang Shiru to enter the room. I got a big table of dishes. 3 people and a leopard gathered in front of the table, relieve the fatigue of the day with food. At the dinner table, Wang Shiru's hand holding the chopsticks was still trembling slightly, but she looked at the food in front of her. The eyes no longer had the tenderness and innocence of the past. Only the cold and pure desire to survive remains. I put down my glass, casually threw a pale golden awakening potion in front of her. Drink it. From now on, your life is yours alone. Wang Shiru did not hesitate, grabbed the potion and drank it all up. So far, plus the invincible suit, Thug Miao sang in close combat. Before everyone woke up, I have assembled the top awakening team, and my ability to create also makes us no longer bothered by materials. This life, the end times will no longer be cruel to us.